Welcome to Bunk Analysis. In this episode of Coast to Coast we hear from guest Whitley Strieber, who talks about alien encounters and underground bases. Below the crust of the Earth there are thousands of miles of underground space that people do not know much about. Strieber speculated that Dulce, New Mexico is a potential site for underground alien bases since there are lights seen on the mesas and a large amount of cattle mutilations. I think by now somebody would have found a large hole in the ground, called the fire department and investigated whether this hole contains aliens from another planet and spacecrafts or just dirt like most holes in the ground. Cattle mutilations. The alternative theory is that people are doing it just to get some attention from the UFO investigators. And people like to do things to get attention, even if it's something this cruel, as long as they don't get caught. Seeing lights in the mesa could mean a lot of things, and least likely a craft from another world. Strieber also talks about how there are a lot of hidden tunnels around Washington, D.C., and he claims that some are very old and their function is unknown. Also, there is a large tunnel network in Russia developed by the USSR. Whitley lived in New York State and claimed to have heard underground drilling in their house. Their neighbor was in the house at the time and blood started pouring from his forehead. I am not sure how we can relate underground noises to some sort of head injury. Yes, it is certainly possible that there are lots of tunnels underground that we do not know about, whether it's from mining or a government bunker. Now what is completely implausible is Strieber's theory of a wormhole hidden inside the Earth where you could enter it and appear on another planet. Just because we have not yet journeyed to the center of the Earth does not mean there is a wormhole down there. We can see by the fact that volcanoes spew out molten rock that the core of our planet is likely going to be hot rather than a place where aliens can live and hide. Unfortunately for the aliens, most elements will melt at such high temperatures, and hence some portion of the underground would be uninhabitable for these supposed aliens. Strieber also talked about unidentified submerged object or USO sightings near Santa Monica, California. Apparently some of his friends saw orange orbs coming out of the ocean. I would doubt they are skeptics of Whitley's theories. Anyway, the implication that somehow alien craft can get deep into the Earth by going underwater is completely preposterous. The fact that roofers make great efforts to prevent leaks shows that water will impede any efforts put forth in digging through the sea bottom, and the aliens will not be able to create a dry base below an ocean when there is a layer of water in the way. The idea of a USO is much more dismissible than a UFO because a lot of water is murky and there might be unfamiliar pieces of debris and wreckage in the water. Or simply consider finding a way to make a journey to another star system and there lies your answer. Thanks for listening.